Welcome back! Last time we covered the basics. Sunny, rainy, hot, cold, all the classic small talk vocabulary.
And today we're going a level deeper. If you want to sound less like a textbook and a lot more like a real native speaker, this episode is for you.
Exactly. We're talking about words like blustery, muggy, wintry, and even a couple of grammar mistakes almost every learner makes without realizing it.
Honestly, I've made a couple of these mistakes myself.
Oh, we'll get into that. Let's jump in.
Quick reminder before we start. If you're new here, hit subscribe. It really helps.
And if part 1 helped you out, drop a like. It tells us you want more episodes like these too. Okay, so last time we talked about drizzle and downpour. Let's add a few more. If it's raining really hard, especially with wind, you can say it's lashing.
Lashing? That sounds intense.
It is. It's mostly used in British and Irish English, and it really paints a picture. Rain hitting hard, almost sideways.
What if it's barely raining, like it's just starting?
That's spitting. It means only a few drops are falling, just the very beginning of rain.
And if it's just non-stop heavy rain?
Then you'd say it's pouring down, or just call it a downpour like we mentioned before. Native speakers use pouring down as a phrase constantly, like it's really pouring down out there.
Okay, drizzle, spitting, lashing, pouring down. I think I've got it now.
Let's move on to wind, because there's more to it than just windy and breeze. If the wind keeps changing direction and it's honestly a bit annoying, that's blustery.
Blustery days are the worst. You're fighting your umbrella the entire walk.
Exactly. And if the wind gets really strong, even dangerous, you'd say gale force, or in extreme cases, hurricane force.
And a gust is just a sudden burst, right? Like one strong push of wind?
Exactly. A gust comes and goes quickly. It's not constant like a gale. Now, here's a few less common but really useful words. Sleet is when rain and snow mix together, kind of an in-between precipitation.
That sounds miserable to walk in.
It really is. And hail is different. That's actual balls of ice falling from the sky, sometimes small, sometimes surprisingly big.
What's the difference between fog and mist? I've always wondered about that one.
Good question. Fog is thicker, and it reduces visibility a lot more. Mist is lighter, more like a light haze you can still see through pretty easily.
And humid, we already covered that one, right?
We did, but there's a stronger version, muggy. Muggy is when it's hot and humid at the same time, and honestly, it feels uncomfortable, almost sticky. One small but important distinction. Cloudy usually suggests rain might be coming. Overcast means the entire sky is gray, completely covered, but it's not necessarily about to rain.
And when the clouds finally go away?
You'd say the sky clears up. It's a phrasal verb, clear up, meaning the clouds disappear and you get sunshine again.
Honestly, out of everything we've covered so far, blustery was a completely new word for me. What about you all watching? Which of these words is brand new to you? Let us know in the comments.
This is actually a perfect moment to mention our digital library again. It's full of books organized by level, audiobooks, and grammar guides. Great if you want to keep leveling up your vocabulary, just like we're doing today.
Links in the description, and it's pinned in the comments too.
Now, let's talk temperature again, because there's a whole scale you can use. For cold, it goes chilly, then cold, then freezing when it's extremely cold.
And for heat?
Warm, then hot, then boiling for when it's extremely hot.
Boiling sounds dramatic.
It is, and native speakers love dramatic weather words, honestly. If it's an extremely hot day, just one really hot day, you can call it a scorcher. And if the extreme heat lasts for days or weeks, that's called a heat wave.
What about the opposite? Extreme cold that shows up suddenly?
That's a cold snap, a short, sudden period of intense cold. And bitterly cold describes weather so cold it almost hurts, like standing inside a freezer.
And wintry?
Wintry just describes general winter conditions. Ice, frost, that whole feeling of winter weather. Okay, now here's something really important, a mistake a lot of learners make without realizing it. You say, it is snowy, using the adjective, or it is snowing, using the verb. But you should never say, it is snow, because snow is a noun, not a description.
I've definitely heard people mix those up.
It happens all the time. And here's another one. For sun, you say, it is sunny, or the sun is shining. You should never say, it is shiny, because shiny describes objects like a shiny car or a shiny lamp, not the sky.
That's such a small difference, but it really changes the meaning.
Exactly. And that's exactly why it's worth practicing.
Let's finish with a couple of fun casual words. In British English, rain boots are often called wellies, and an umbrella is sometimes called a brolly.
Wellies and brolly, I love those.
They're great to know, especially if you're watching British shows or talking with someone from the UK. And speaking of starting conversations, if you're talking to someone remotely, like on a video call, you might ask, "What's the weather like today?" Or, "How's the weather where you are?"
And in person?
In person, people often use question tags, like, "It's a nice day today, isn't it?" It's a way of confirming something you can both already see, and it naturally invites the other person to respond.
And if you want a change in the weather?
You can start with, "I hope," like, "I hope it gets cooler," or "I hope it clears up soon." Very natural, very common.
So that wraps up our two-part series on weather vocabulary and small talk.
We went from the basics all the way to blustery, muggy, and cold snaps. That's a lot of vocabulary.
It really is. And remember, you don't need to memorize everything at once. Pick a few words that stood out to you and try using them this week.
Even one new word in a real conversation makes a difference.
Exactly. If you enjoyed this two-part series, hit subscribe, leave a like, and let us know in the comments which word you're excited to try out.
We've got more episodes coming, so we'll see you in the next one.
Take care and keep practicing.